Hi guys, my name is Eric, and because I like Blender, you can call me Blenderic. So this is finally another part of my making a house Blender tutorial. For those waiting for this part, I would like to apologize that I was really busy by doing other things like living my life. So sorry for keeping you waiting so long, but the most important thing is that we are back together, ready to continue. So if I render the scene, you will see that comparing it to part 3, I have changed some material on the external walls because I like this brick texture much more, but it really doesn't matter because you are using your textures. So alright, so today we're gonna be making the doors, windows, and actually the frames around the doors and windows, which are basically the part of exterior wall. Okay, I made it in this model as well, so this is what I'm talking about, but don't worry, I'll show you how to do everything again step by step. Right, I'll show you another example. The house I'm working on at the moment, so you see that there's external frames around the doors and windows. They really make a big difference. So it's not necessary part, but it really helps to give your model more realistic look, and it looks much nicer anyway, right? So I'm closing this one and you can start. So I've got on the layer 1, I've got my walls. So with this mesh selected, press tab, go to edit mode and select, maybe press 5 to go to orthographic view and select 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're selecting by holding down shift. Select those 4 vertices, press shift D to duplicate and right mouse button to cancel movement, and now press P to separate selection. Tap out of edit mode and select just created mesh. Tap to edit mode, A to deselect, select 1, hold down the shift 2, press F to join them together, and 1, 2, F, A. Okay, now go to edge selection mode, select this one and press X, delete edges because we don't need that. Now vertex selection mode again, and what we are making at the moment is a door frame for doors. So I'll do another step and then explain to you how to carry on. So A to select all, E to extrude, escape, scale, and scale it down like this. And now maybe bring it a little bit up like this. A to deselect, A select all, E to extrude, Y along the Y axis and take it back, I don't know, about 10 centimeters. That's what it shows here to me. Yeah, tap to edit mode, out of edit mode, bring origin to geometry and drag it back. You see with this dark brown material it's not very visible what we are doing, so we'll delete this material from this particular object. It's got the brown at the moment because it was created as part of, you know, duplication. It's a duplicate of the vertices from the mesh which had assigned few materials already. So with this one selected, you go to materials, you see that it has already 3 materials, but we don't need any of them, so just delete them. And now tap back to edit mode, A to deselect. If you'll press slash, only selected mesh is gonna stay visible, and everything else will be hidden, so that makes it easier to see what we are doing. We will need to add 2 more loop cuts by holding down Control and R. Add a loop cut. Scroll your mouse wheel, add 2 loop cuts. A to deselect, go to face selection mode, select 1, 2 and 3, and press E to extrude, escape, S to scale, but we want to scale just along the X and Z axis, so keep the Y axis out of the selection. Hold down the shift and press Y and scale it down like this and bring it up again. We are basically now making a door stop. A to deselect, and that's what we have so far. Press the slash, but you see that this bottom area is completely wrong. So press 1 to go to the front view, tap to edit mode, Z, and maybe vertex selection mode. B for box selection, select all of them, and we need to align them. It's quite simple really. So now just press scale, S to scale along the Z axis, Z and 0, enter, yeah, Z, and just bring it down like this. That's it, quite simple. Alright, so we have a door frame, and now slash again, we want to create a door panel, so press tab to go to edit mode, face selection mode, A to deselect, and we are using the faces we have created already as a base, you know, for creating a door panel. So select those 3, press Shift D to duplicate, and P to separate selection. Tap out of edit mode and select new, just created mesh. Tap to edit mode, edge selection mode, select the 1, hold down the shift, another 1, F, A to deselect, 1, 2, F, A, 1, 2, F, A, maybe face selection mode, and bring this one a little bit back along the Y axis. So okay, tap, press slash. Right, so now we have a door frame and we have a door base of our door. But what if you want to later on do the animation and you want to open a door? So now with the door selected, we want to rotate them along the Z, R, Z, but this is not what we want. We need our door to be rotating a different way. So select the door, tap to edit mode, Z, and we need to put vertex selection, the center of rotation here. So select this vertex, press Shift S, cursor to select it, tap out of edit mode and put origin to 3D cursor, Z. And now when you rotate your door, press R and Z. You see, that's what we want, what we need. Okay, right, that's okay, but maybe we need to create some door handle here. Just click somewhere here and press Shift A to add mesh cube. As to scale, scale it down. 1 to go to the front view. Bring it to about the height of the handle. S, Z, scale along the Z. S, Y, scale along Y. Alright. Tap to edit mode. Maybe you want, if you want to be a bit more precise or detailed, you can create a key hole by adding Ctrl R to loop cuts here. SX, scale along the X. Ctrl R, scale along the Z. Bring it down. Face selection, select this one and just press X, delete faces. Alright. I'll press Shift D, Y. We are making a duplicate. RZ 180, enter. 7 and Z. 7 to go to top view and Z to wireframe, and just bring it to the opposite side of the door. Z. Good, very good. And press Shift A again. Add mesh cube. We are making the basically the door, actual door handle as the scale. As the scale again. A little bit more. Where are we? As the scale. And tap to edit mode. Select this face. Bring it up, out. Eat extrude along the y-axis. Eat extrude along the x, like that. Maybe SZ. Scale it down. Tap, and we're gonna add a modifier. Oh, we don't have to, but it looks better when it's smooth. So, with the handle selected, go to modifiers, add modifier, subdivision, surface, view 2, render 3. That's what I'm doing. Tap to edit mode, slash, and we just by adding some loop cuts, we will make it look much better. So Control R, add 2 here, and now SY. Control R, 2 loop cuts here, and S along the axis. Tap and make it smooth. Great. So again, 7 Z, Shift D Y, and now we just need to scale along the y-axis to make a mirror copy of it. We could use a mirror modifier, but now just scale it along the y. So with this handle selected, press S, Y, and -1, enter, and just bring it here. Okay. So if you want to open a door now, RZ, you see the panel goes, but door handle doesn't follow. So we need to make this handle actually the child of the door. So how to do that? Select this one and this one first press Ctrl J to join them together to make them be a one mesh. I need to deselect. The same thing with this one, handle, and hold down the shift, select this one, Ctrl J, A, okay. And now if you select handle and then select the whatever by holding the shift, and I hold down the shift and select the door panel and press Ctrl P, make parent, okay. Now see, both parts, this one and this one, are basically children of the panel. So if you select the panel now and press RZ, that's what you get. But you're still able, for animation purposes, to rotate along the y-axis just this one, you know, to simulate the pressing, pushing of the door handle. Alright, so that's it. Another thing, maybe if you like just a flat door, that's all what you need, but in case that you want to make it look like a more detailed, just select the door panel, press slash, and now tap to edit mode, Control R, add 2 loop cuts here, Control R, add 2 loop cuts here, SZ, scale along the Z. Now go to face selection mode, change the pivot center for rotation and scaling to individual origins. Select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, press extrude individual, right click to cancel, S to scale, SX. Now extrude individual again and bring it back along the y-axis just a little bit, S to scale, SX to scale along the x-axis, and that's what we have, you know. It looks a bit more interesting. But what about the other side? We could do the same thing, but now we can actually use the mirror modifier. So go to tab view, vertex selection, A to deselect, Z, go to wireframe, 3 to the side view. First thing we need to add, basically we don't have to add it. How to do that? Just go to the face selection and select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Select those faces and press X, delete faces. Okay. And now go to modifiers, add a mirror modifier, untick X and tick Y. Right? Brilliant. Hit apply. A, maybe there shouldn't be any doubles now. That's not okay. And that's it. Just to scale it along the Y because it's too thick now. But the center of rotation of our door has changed, so we need to go to edit mode, select this one, press Shift S, cursor to selected, tap out of edit mode, origin to 3D cursor, and change it here to median point as well. Tap RZ, good. 1. Maybe we'll take these two a bit further down, so you don't have to. Z, A, B. Alright, and bring it down like this. I tap Z. Right. Good. Right, and now creating that door frame, which is basically the part of exterior wall, using it the same way. Select those two vertices, Shift D, put it back, tap out of edit mode, edit mode, press P, separate selection, out of edit mode, select just new mesh we have created, 1, 2, FA, 1, 2, FA, edge selection, select this one, X, delete edges, vertex selection, A, extrude, escape, scale, yeah, scale X, good, A to deselect, A select all, E to extrude, Y, and bring it 2.5, 3 centimeters, should be alright, and that's it. Again, we need to align the bottom part, A to deselect, B, scale Z, 0, enter, and that's alright, that's great. Again, the brown color, you don't like it, go to materials and delete all of them. Yeah, looks good. And exactly the same way you can make, the rest of the doors in your house. Now I'll show you how to make a simple window. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shift D, Y, P to separate selection. Tap out of edit mode, select this one, tap back to edit mode. E to extrude, escape, and scale like this. A to select all, E to extrude, Y, I don't know, 3, 5 centimeters, whatever. Okay, tap out of edit mode, get rid of that materials again, right, slash, maybe set origin to geometry. Right, tap to edit mode, adding a loop cut, Control R, add one here. The face selection mode, hold down Alt and click here, select the edge loop, E to extrude, escape, scale, Shift Y. We need to keep Y axis out of the selection. Yeah, beautiful. A to deselect, and now this is the frame. Now we'll make the actual window. So hold down Alt and select this edge loop, press Shift D, P to separate selection, tap out of edit mode, select this one, back to edit mode, E to extrude, escape, scale, Shift Y, the same thing. Yeah, okay, A to deselect, Alt, select this edge loop, bring it back a little bit, Control R, add another loop cut here, just like that, I think. Yeah, that's all right, that's good. Alt, now face selection, Alt, select this one and just bring it a bit back. Good. Right, and we have window. Depends on which way you want to open your window. You just set the pivot point like Z here, I would say. Shift S, cursor to selected, and origin to 3D cursor. Press R Z, like this, and R X like this. Okay. Ta-da. That's it. That's what we have. You can create the handles the same way as you did for doors, of course. And if you want to add some glass panel, okay, just go to face selection, select the loop cut, shift D, P, separate selection, tap out of edit mode, select this one again, and scale along the Y axis. Go to edge, selection A, and select 1, 2, FA, 1, 2, FA, and this is the glass panel, but all you need to do is to assign some good glass material into it. I will put the values for creating the glass material into the description, so you just follow those settings and you will get a good result. But again, select the glass panel and then hold down the shift, select the window frame, press Ctrl T. So when the window frame's rotating, rotate X, you know, the glass follows. That's quite important. Yeah. And then just duplicate it and move it here, and you'll make this external window frame the same way as you did for doors. So I think that's it for now, and you should be able to create all the doors and windows yourself. And as soon as I'm done with my model, I'll come back to you and we can carry on. So that's it for now, and see you guys soon. Cheers.